I told you guys in a previous video that I wasn't buying the Dan Wootton scandal because the initial accusations against him just didn't add up, and I explained why in that video. And now conveniently a guy has popped up on social media accusing Dan Wootton of serious sexual assault against him. And I think this particular accusation can be easily blown out of the water, and I'll explain why in a bit. Now, I think there seems to be a coordinated attempt to get Dan Wootton cancelled, and regardless of what you think of someone either on the telly or the average Joe on the street, but to accuse them of something they haven't done, something really serious even, I think it's just heinous. And people will say on here, well, that's what happened to poor Hugh Edwards. Well, regarding the Hugh Edwards situation, the BBC confirmed his phone number to the Sun newspaper, which he used to swap illicit photographs with teenagers. So regarding that, there is proof. But as for this Dan Wootton situation, there's none, it's just word of mouth. It's one guy saying he found something belonging to Dan Wootton behind his washing machine while cat-sitting for him in his New Zealand property. And when he told the Met Police about this, despite the fact that this was in New Zealand, the police took no action. And now take this guy, a guy called Kev Sutherland, who accused Dan Wootton of a serious sexual assault on Twitter. Of course, any accusation like this, and this serious, should be taken seriously. However, according to an online investigation, this Kev Sutherland character is allegedly a guy called William Watson. And William Watson has a bit of a history. And his history is that he was jailed back in 2010 for 4 years in a £90,000 blackmail plot to extort money. Now, this investigation says that he ran a bogus gay sex chat line, talked to the victims about doing wrong stuff to minors, recorded the phone calls and blackmailed them, making himself around 90 grand in the process. Now, he was caught after one victim refused to pay and contacted the police. So, in my opinion, to take these accusations from someone who was convicted of such a crime simply can't be taken seriously. And why is this coming out now when it happened a few years ago? To me, it's just weird that after what happened to Hugh Edwards, there are now all these accusations coming out against Dan Wootton. So, in a nutshell, the left are retweeting these people's stories and believing every word they say because they hate Dan Wootton so much. They're prepared to believe a convicted blackmailer, and it's not just Dan Wootton. Another allegation has been made against Laurence Fox, another person on the right who is reviled and really hated by the left. And I hope these people have a lot of assets because this sort of stuff is certainly actionable. And I'm not saying that Dan Wootton is a saint at all, but there's no physical evidence to produce here regarding these accusations. And one of the accusers is a convicted blackmailer, so there's that. So my guess is these accusations will get nowhere, they'll fizzle out, and Dan Wootton will continue to present his show on GB News. And there we go, that's my opinion, that's what I think. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and until the next time, Roger Trout.